Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. No introduction is required today because we are joined by the king, Eric Cantona. Eric,
Hi.
pleasure to be in your presence, man. Thank you for joining us. It's been a long time coming, and it's great to have you on Full Time Devils. I remember saying to producer Chris last year, next year we have to get Eric. I didn't think it would happen, but we got you.
It's a shame this is going to be our last ever video, isn't it?
It is. I'm retiring after this. It's the best it gets. It's 25 years, Eric, since you joined Manchester United. Obviously, that's almost all of my life. You were my first hero. But 25 years, has it flown by? How has the 25 years been for you? And what memories do you have of United?
The great memories. Yeah. I had the best time of my life. Yeah. 5 years, 6 years. It was wonderful. But 25 years. In 25 years' time, I will be 75.
You don't look 50. You're looking good for your age. Still, yes. You could probably still get your boots on. We've obviously got loads of questions in from fans as well. So thank you to everybody that has sent their questions in. Obviously, if we've not read your question out today, then we do apologize. There were so many sent in. But me and Steve are going to get as many in as possible. So Steve, we're here for one reason today, firstly, and it's to promote the notebook. So got a question about that?
Yeah, I've had a quick flick through. United Rankcast Paul, something brother, he said, which of the drawings in your notebook is the favourite? Or is your favourite?
I don't have a favourite one. I try to draw with a minimum of things, and with a minimum of word, and to open a maximum of doors to think about things.
This is what
I like to do it when I'm traveling from a point to another one, and traveling in my mind too. Yeah, the one with the
revolver is one of my favorites. I don't know why it just stands out to me. It looks like it would make a good tattoo.
Yeah.
Are you still painting?
I'm still doing all kind of expression.
The collection of drawings, have they come from a long period of time, or?
Yeah, I started one and a half year ago. 1 year ago.
And when you started, did you know it was going to turn into this, or was
it
just something?
No. I still do it. This morning I was on the plane. I did maybe 15 of them. No, I do it for myself because I just need it, and I really like it. I love it. Yeah. And after some people say, "Oh, it's nice. Maybe you can do it something." So it's a selection of. But we had to stop the selection. 6 months ago, and since I have done some.
You ready for the second book?
I think, even for the third one.
What I love about it is you can interpret, you may have a different interpretation to Stephen and myself of each of the images, and I love that about it.
For me, even if I did it, as I told you, I travel in my mind, as you told before, you can interpret it in a different way, depending on who you are, and your life, and everything. I don't want to give. I just give my point of view, but with open mind. I just give my point of view. I just give what I feel. It's real me, but it's only me. I don't like when you do something. It's like you want the world to live like. You see the world, your point of view. No, this one it's very open. Everybody can interpret it as he wants.
Amazing. It's the most Cantona way of doing an autobiography.
Yeah, it's a biography. It's a kind of biography. Yeah.
We've got tons of football questions, as I'm sure you can imagine. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the current side. What are your thoughts on Jose Mourinho's style of play? Because I remember you once said Fergie never told United to be restricted. He always told you to enjoy the game.
Yeah, United always played one in a good way, in playing, enjoy the game, even when at that specific time. You know, it's a philosophy of the club. It's very strong. It's a creative game, the passing, movements, and everything, and also win things, which is very important. And Mourinho has won a lot of things, and he will win a lot of things. And he will win. He already won things with United, and he will win even more things, I think. Me, I prefer when it's more offensive, more creative. Yes, of course. It's why I love to play for United.
Do you think we're living up to the standards that players like yourself set for these players at the moment, in terms of the style? You say you like a style. Do you think the style is right?
But even before he arrived and managed United, I really love Mourinho. Like I loved Bjorn Borg when I was a kid. And I fought with my brother because McEnroe won in the final. It's a bit paradoxal because I should have support McEnroe, but at this time it was Bjorn Borg. But I love McEnroe too, and maybe today I would have changed my mind. I don't know, but no, I really love.
Have you ever spoken
Mourinho
to him about football?
No. But I love the way he played. It's just that I prefer if it's more offensive.
Of course,
and
yeah.
it's just because it's United.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Barcelona today. If Barcelona played in a defensive way, nobody would understand. Mm. And this identity and this philosophy of the game at United is very strong for decades. So now it's a bit difficult to understand. Mm-hmm. But I love Mourinho, and I think he can win things, and he will win. He will win.
Definitely, he will.
Which is very important too.
Of course, yeah. You mentioned playing in a certain way. Now, Liam Paul Canning has asked about one of my favourite players, and we just want your opinion on him. He's a fellow Frenchman, Anthony Martial.
Yeah.
What do you think of him, and how good can he be?
He's a young player, and I think he took the right decision to come and play for United. United, it's a big club, and also they work a lot with young players. So he can play with United. He can play in Europe. He can win things in Europe. He can win the Premiership, and also they will help him to grow up and improve every time. I think it's very important for a young player. You can go to a big club, but they don't care about help you to improve as a young player, because he's a young player. And when he arrived at United, he was even younger. He was 18. So I think he took the right decision and he improved a lot, and he will become the great player that everybody expects.
We've had another question about another Frenchman, one that came with a massive price tag. AMIRUL says, what do you think about Paul Pogba?
I think he's a very creative player. Yeah.
We really missed him, I think, over his recent injury, didn't we? I think that the team massively suffered without him.
Yeah. Every team, when you have a good player injured, you suffer, of course. But I think he's as important as Modric for Real Madrid. Real Madrid, when Modric is injured, it's not the same team. And you can see, you see in the last five or 6 years, every time he's injured, the team is not the same. Mm. And Pogba he has the same influence in the team. Yeah, he's a kind of the brain of the team. Mm. And Modric is the brain of Real Madrid, and Pogba.
You love Modric, don't you? Because I remember when we met you when we saw you at the ARIFF Theatre, you said Modric was your favourite player.
Modric, I love Modric.
You really like him, don't you?
Yeah.
He nearly came to United as well.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
But yeah, he's a defensive midfield. He's a more defensive midfielder in this team. So, but Mourinho took him when he was to Madrid. Yeah. No, Mourinho is a great manager.
Something I've wanted to speak to you about. and at Slow Readers Club asked this. So thank you to the boys for getting their question in. Obviously, we remember that night at Selhurst Park, one of the most famous nights for yourself. I can't even say it without laughing. I love what you did, by the way. Patrice Evra has done similar in different circumstances recently, and we've had a lot of questions about this. Have you spoken to him about it, and what do you think about the situation?
I don't think it's very similar.
You
You
don't?
think so?
Well, the kick was, that's the only thing that's
Yeah, but
probably similar.
he kicked a supporter of his team, and I kicked the hooligan of the opposite team, which is not the same. It's not very similar at all.
It's very true. Have you spoken to him?
No. No, I was in China. I just came back from China. I spent 2.5 months there. I was playing in a movie there. And in China, they don't speak about Evra.
They don't?
No. If he were played for United, maybe, but he played in France.
What did you think when you saw it? When you saw?
I didn't see it.
Oh, you haven't seen it still?
No. I know about it because everybody just say to me, have you seen Evra? He did that and that. And I haven't seen it. I don't care.
Fair enough. Let's get back to
Thanks for your questions, Slow Readers Club.
Statman Dave, how you doing? Has got a great question. Now, when you came to Manchester United, a lot of the teams in the English Premier League played with 4-4-2, two out-and-out strikers. When you was deployed at United, you played in what we would call a number 10 now, off the main striker. Can you describe what that role was, or what Sir Alex told you as your role, or did he just say, go play?
Yeah, it was. It was like a 9.5. Well, not really a 10. Number 10. No, Alex Ferguson gave me all the freedom I wanted, but you have to deserve the freedom. A lot of players want this kind of freedom, but and then the team has to win, and you have to give you have to deserve the freedom the manager gives to you. Instead, it's not. The manager will change his mind, and the player cannot understand why you give the freedom to this player, not to me. But if the player feel that it's important that this kind of player have the freedom because he helps the team to win. So keep going and keep playing, and you enjoy it.
Who was your favourite teammate? Was there one player that you really had a connection with that you still, or was it just the whole team?
Yeah, it's all team. Yeah, we had a very. It was a team game. Yeah, we really played passing game, and the new generation came after, the Scholes and Beckham. And they were in the academy. They try to have them to have the vision of the game and play. Pass and move, and it's just the game I love. I would love to have scored a goal that I never scored, and any team has scored it. It's just
all the way from the back to the front.
Yeah, but nobody.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We need you to get in the dugout, and then maybe we'll score it.
I will try. Yeah,
someone asked about that. Connor Price said, "Would you ever go into management?" Obviously, you had your role at New York Cosmos in the past, and you've had roles in beach football as well. Would you ever come back into the football, whether as a coach or a manager or anything?
I do too many things. I enjoy my life, really. If I wanted to come and become a manager, I could be a manager. You can see now all the ex-players are managers. Mm-hmm. They were bad players and they are bad managers, but they are managers. I was a good player, maybe I would have become a bad manager, but I could try. But I didn't take the time.
Have you rejected any job offers?
No, it's just I never speak on the TV, and I never show my face anywhere. I don't go to the game every time because I do too many things, and I really enjoy it. Yeah.
You love your life outside of football too much to go back.
Yeah. But if United ask, I can sit and think about it for a few minutes.
Get on the phone, please. Ed, if anything
Please
happens to Jose.
No, I don't speak about today. I speak about the last 20 years.
Martin Hershka says, is there a player in the world that you could imagine as the next number 7 at Manchester United?
Any players in the world? I love Pastore. Pastore, he plays for Paris, but he doesn't play in the team. They have 2 great players, Pastore and Ben Arfa, and none of them play.
Think Griezmann could fit that role?
Yes, why not? Yeah. But Pastore is very special. Yeah. Pastore he surprises you every time. Every time he touches the ball, he surprises you. He gives the ball to someone that nobody had seen before. And he surprises all the fans. And I think he's a great player. He played for Argentina, which is a great country. But he doesn't play for Paris, which is a small club.
Yeah, and they keep talking about Jose to Paris, but as you heard, Jose, Paris are a small club. Why would you do that? We have got to wrap up very soon.
But they got a lot of money.
They have got a lot of money.
So it's a big club. It's no history, but it's a big club.
It is. Not as big as United, though. Eric, can I just say, thank you very much for your time. Cheers.
Thanks to you. Cheers.
And thank you very much.
Thanks to you.
If you would have told me when I was a
Cheers.
little kid that I would have been sitting here next to King Eric, I wouldn't have believed you. So thank you very much. And have you got any last words before we leave? Do you want to leave us with a quote, anything inspirational for the people at home? Eric, you're the king. Oh, what a legend.